I now invite the UN United Nations Ambassador, Goodwill Ambassador for Biodiversity, Edward Norton, to say a few words about this celebration.
Thanks a lot. I'm new to the party compared to most of the guys up here. Not quite as gray yet. I hope if I hang with the CBD, I won't necessarily have my hair turn white. But it's coming. I think that you know, the thing that's very powerful about what all of the conventions have done is that they're taking very sophisticated and complex metrics of valuation, new understandings of the economic underpinnings of the way we live, and trying to ascribe a correct value to the systems that support us fundamentally. And this is a really seismic strategic shift in the way that we try to protect the environment and protect natural systems, I think, because we're moving away, even in my lifetime, I think the conservation movement on some level has shifted away from only arguing for the intrinsic value of nature, only arguing for nature as an emotional appeal, and now really starting to make the case that in fact natural systems of all kinds are so deeply interwoven with the economics of the way we live that if we fail to value them properly, we really risk we risk the fundamentals in some sense. But I think that at the same time, and so the conventions have done an incredible thing by taking this and creating an agreement framework for nations to actually start to work around a common baseline set of understandings and commitments and strategies. But now it moves, as Braulio has pointed out a couple times, now it moves into that really critical phase, hopefully in the next 20 years, of really implementing the ideas, having it move out of boardrooms and conversations and debates and actually become change in terms of the way people are living in small communities, and for implementation to actually happen, for these ideas to actually take root and have uptake in the communities where it really matters. You have to have buy-in from people, and to have buy-in from people, you've got to have understanding. So I think that on a fundamental level, the role of ambassadors, but I would suggest that it's kind of something we all need to take in and take to heart, is that we have to do a better job of explaining to people these values. We have to do a better job of distilling these very complex ideas that are at the heart of all the conventions, and somehow finding a way to communicate them to people so that they actually feel this applies toward them in their lives. And so I think the Convention on Biodiversity, the other conventions, you know, I think hand in glove with implementation, we, in partnership with the media, in partnership with the UN agencies that are our partners, we really have to think about how do we tell these stories? How do we create really crystalline case studies or examples? You know, if you read the TEEB report that the UN has put out, which is an incredibly complex and technical document, one of the things that makes it very accessible is these fantastic case studies that it has in it that really illuminate these new economics in a way that make them very exciting. I think that the conventions have to do that as well. So I think that collectively it's something we can all think about, and at whatever level of this enterprise we're all engaged, I think we should think about the ways that we're going to communicate it to other people, and make sure that we pull our heads out of all the technical aspects of it, all the sophisticated challenges, and make sure that we get good at explaining it to people in a way that connects the dots between these ideas and their lives and how it's going to make a difference in their lives. And that's what we'll, from my side of things, that's what we'll try to stay committed to moving forward as we implement these great conventions.